This episode of After the Quiet contains personal experiences and discussions related to emotional abuse, coercive control, public humiliation, relationship trauma, and the impact of unhealthy relationship dynamics on self-esteem and personal freedom. Some content may be distressing or triggering for listeners. Hey everyone, and welcome back to After the Quiet. This is episode 77. Today's episode is about the first time other people saw it. Not all of it. Not the years of criticism. Not the manipulation. Not the control. But for the first time, people outside our home got a glimpse behind the curtain. And they didn't like what they saw. We finally had this beautiful backyard oasis, and it seemed like we were constantly hosting people. Friends, family, neighbors. There was always someone stopping by for a swim, a barbecue, a drink, a visit. And honestly, I loved it. I had always wanted our house to be the place where people gathered, the place where kids played, where adults sat around talking for hours, where memories were made. One afternoon, we had two couples over. One couple were neighbors, the other were friends of his. Everyone was sitting around the outdoor table, eating, drinking, talking. The conversation eventually shifted to summer plans. And somehow, the topic of my school year end social came up. That year, our school staff had organized a bus trip to a baseball game. But it wasn't really about baseball. It was our year-end social. A chance for the staff to celebrate another school year together, to relax, to connect, to enjoy each other's company. And I was excited to go. At least, I had been. Because the moment it came up, he started laughing. He told everyone at the table how ridiculous it was that I wanted to go. And immediately, I felt that familiar knot in my stomach. The neighbors spoke up. They pointed out that it wasn't really a baseball game. It was a staff social, a workplace event, a celebration. But he kept going, laughing, making jokes, mocking me. You don't even like sports. Everyone laughed awkwardly. But then he turned to one of the husbands sitting at the table and asked, "Would you let your wife go to a party with her staff?" I still remember how quickly the other husband answered. Without hesitation, he said, "My wife chooses where she goes. I don't let her do anything." And then he added, "She's gone on a work trip to Vegas with male coworkers." The table got very quiet. Because suddenly, everyone realized we weren't having a casual conversation anymore. Something deeper was happening. Most people would have laughed it off, changed the subject, moved on. But he didn't. He kept going. He continued ridiculing me, making comments, questioning why I wanted to attend, questioning whether I should go, questioning my judgment. And I sat there, quiet, feeling smaller and smaller with every comment. The thing about emotional abuse is that it becomes your normal. By that point, I was used to it. I had spent years hearing criticism, years of being questioned, years defending completely normal decisions. So while everyone else was becoming uncomfortable, I was trying to survive the conversation, trying to make it end, trying not to make things worse. Eventually, our neighbors excused themselves, much earlier than expected. At the time, I thought maybe they had somewhere else to be. Maybe they were tired. Maybe they needed to get home. But later that evening, I found out the truth. My neighbor texted me. She asked if I was okay. She asked if I was safe. And I remember staring at the message, confused, because I didn't understand why she was asking. She went on to tell me that her husband was furious, absolutely furious. Not at me, at him. She told me he was disgusted by the way I had been spoken to, disgusted by the way I had been treated. And honestly, I was shocked, because to me, that conversation wasn't unusual. It was just another day, another criticism, another argument, another joke at my expense. But seeing it through someone else's eyes was different. For the first time, I realized that maybe this wasn't normal. My neighbor wasn't the only one concerned. The other woman who had been there started talking to her too. The two of them compared notes, shared concerns, checked in on me. And looking back now, I realized they were worried. Really worried. Not because of one conversation, but because of what that conversation revealed. They had seen enough. Enough to know that something wasn't right. Enough to know that the way he spoke to me wasn't respectful. Enough to know that I wasn't being treated as an equal partner. And yet, even then, I didn't fully understand what was happening. I thought they were overreacting. I thought maybe they just didn't understand our relationship. I thought maybe they were seeing something that wasn't really there. Because that's what emotional abuse does. It teaches you to doubt your own reality, even when other people are telling you exactly what they see. Years later, I wish I had listened. I wish I had realized how much support I actually had. I wish I had understood that these women weren't judging me. They were worried about me. I wish I had recognized that people were trying to help. But I wasn't ready yet. I still believed that if I tried harder, loved harder, explained better, everything would somehow get better. The truth was that other people saw what was happening long before I did. And that day around a backyard table was the first time the mask slipped. Not for me, for everyone else. Thanks for listening to After the Quiet. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast and share it with others who might need to hear my story. And also join me on Instagram at after.the.quiet. If you recognize parts of my story in your own, please reach out to someone who can give you support, or look for that support in your community. You are not weak for needing help. You are human. Your voice deserves to be heard.